Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers: why Sasha's due date causes so much drama. According to General Hospital teasers, Sasha Gilmore Corbin was recently tricked by Elaine Smith, a professional investigator hired by Martin Gray to gather information about Michael Corinthos. Elaine distracted Sasha with Mavis, the dog, and utilized the chance to question her about her pregnancy. That led to Sasha confessing her due date was July 23rd, so let us discuss that for a second. Sasha has given us an indication of when she expects to give birth, but something tells us she will go into labor sooner. Most soap babies are born early, so keep that in mind. If Sasha's due date is July 23rd, it is normal to expect her to go into labor earlier that month. This could result in Sasha's baby being born around the 4th of July instead. Of course, this may result in pyrotechnics in more ways than one. When the rest of Port Charles celebrates with spectacular sky displays, Sasha may find herself in an emergency scenario. Now that Jason Morgan has stepped in as the fictitious father of Sasha's unborn kid, perhaps he will even deliver the baby down the road. It could be a technique to bring Sasha and Jason closer if the show intends to make them a true relationship with a future together. Regardless, it is uncommon for a daytime drama baby to be born on schedule. Soap pregnancies nearly often result in a frightening birth that occurs sooner than intended, thus Sasha may face a difficult delivery in the future. After losing Liam Corbin, the stakes will undoubtedly be high for Sasha as her due date approaches. Our forecasts indicate that Sasha may fear if she goes into early labor, especially if she is forced to give birth somewhere unexpected. However, many GH fans are hoping that Sasha will have a healthy baby that lives in the end. Sasha deserves to hear happy news and have the opportunity to become a mother. Sasha is currently grappling with concerns and remorse about her role in Elaine's dog pursuit after being struck by a car. According to General Hospital teasers, Sasha has more messes ahead of her, so stay tuned for updates on all the shocking developments. Drew Quartermaine is filled with resentment, and it is aimed straight at Curtis Ashford. Drew has been seeking for a method to retaliate after Curtis was involved in the conspiracy with Michael Corinthos that cost him control of Aurora. His recent visit with Selena Wu made one thing clear: he is out for vengeance, and he will not stop until Curtis is defeated. Drew wasn't simply paying a passing visit to the fearsome Selena Wu. He had a plan that required researching into Curtis' past, specifically his previous interactions with Selena at the Savoy. Curtis had previously attempted to keep Selena's influence out of his club, but that didn't mean she didn't have secrets of her own, secrets Drew might exploit. And it appears that Selena may have exactly the information Drew is looking for. Years ago, when Dr. Portia Robinson was unsure if Trina Robinson's biological father was Marcus Taggart or Curtis, she ordered a test to find out. At the moment, Selena contacted Curtis with an offer: she could modify the results to say whatever he wanted. Curtis refused, insisting on honesty, but what if his decision wasn't important? What if Selena had decided the outcome herself? Drew, in his drive for vengeance, may be on the verge of discovering something shocking: Trina's paternity test may have been altered after all. And if the results were altered, Marcus Taggart, rather than Curtis, is Trina's biological father. Drew's new alliance with Selena Wu is known for her long-term thinking. She intends to expand her dominance in Port Charles, and Drew's grudge against Curtis may benefit her. If she revealed that the paternity test had been tampered with, it would send shockwaves throughout Curtis' life. Drew, knowing how devastating this revelation would be for his former friend, would be more than eager to utilize the information to his advantage. But Selena isn't just doing this for Drew's benefit. She makes her own requests. If Drew wants this information, he must assist her achieve her goal of complete control over the Savoy. Drew would not hesitate to make this trade. After all, he is becoming darker and more cruel by the day, and if exposing Curtis would provide him with leverage, he would not hesitate to do it. Drew makes his move against Curtis armed with the terrible reality: Drew wasted no time utilizing it as leverage against Curtis. What is his demand? Curtis must stand down as CEO of Aurora, transferring authority back to Drew, and sign over ownership of the Savoy to Selena. Drew understands that Curtis will do anything to protect Trina. Learning that the paternity test had been tampered with would be distressing, but Curtis would also be desperate to protect Trina from the consequences. If she found out now, it could turn her life upside down. Drew is banking on Curtis making the sacrifice to keep the truth hidden. However, Curtis Ashford has never given in to blackmail. Curtis refuses to be manipulated. Curtis is not new to betrayal. His marriage to Jordan Ashford ended due to secrets and falsehoods, and he has always prided himself on being a man of character. When presented with Drew's ultimatum, Curtis may surprise everyone by refusing to play along. Rather than give in, he can choose to tell Trina and Portia the truth, revealing the likelihood that the test was tampered with. If Curtis chooses honesty over silence, the consequences will be cataclysmic. Portia, who had already been through so much trouble with keeping the initial paternity hidden, would be crushed. Trina, who has only recently begun to completely accept Curtis as her father, would be left reeling from the realization that her entire identity could have been constructed on lies. And Marcus Taggart, if he is Trina's father, would be drawn back into a never-ending family drama. But who suffers the most as a result of this? Curtis and Drew's friendship. Curtis and Drew were once friends who looked out for one another, but that time has passed. Drew's effort to use Trina's paternity as a weapon will have crossed a red line that Curtis will never forgive. Even if the truth regarding the paternity test is unknown, the idea that Drew would sink so low would cement their reputation as sworn foes. Curtis will not take this treachery lightly, nor will his allies. Sonny Corinthos, who has always had a personal interest in safeguarding his own, may intervene to ensure Drew is held accountable for his actions. Selena Wu may believe she has played her cards correctly, but if Curtis strikes back, she could find herself in a war she did not expect. Drew, in his drive for vengeance, may lose everything he's fought for. What happens next? Will Curtis reveal the truth before Drew uses it against him? Will the true results of Selena's manipulated test ever be revealed? What does Trina's future hold if her paternity is still unknown? One thing is certain, nothing will ever be the same again. Anthony Geary, a GH alum, celebrates his anniversary. Love is in the air, and not only because Valentine's Day is approaching. General Hospital's Anthony Geary and his husband, Claudio Gama, are celebrating their anniversary. Tony and I met 30 years ago in February, Gama said on Instagram. We married 6 years ago, also in February. 2 anniversaries to celebrate. The happy couple, who live in Amsterdam, hosted a little celebration with friends that included champagne and pizza. Our anniversary is in full party mode, Gama stated. Good friends, excellent drinks, and pizza. It's the middle of the week, so I chose not to cook. I'll throw a huge supper on the weekend, and then more people may participate. After appearing in episodes of primetime shows including All in the Family, The Mod Squad, and The Streets of San Francisco, Geary became a soap star when he joined the cast of General Hospital in 1978 to portray Luke Spencer. What was supposed to be a short-term run turned into decades, and Luke's romance with Laura spawned one of daytime's most renowned super couples. Geary revealed in 2015 that he was retiring after coming and going from the serial for decades, earning 16 Daytime Emmy Award nominations and 8 wins. He was last seen in July of that year, with a cameo appearance in May 2017 when Jane Elliott left the show. Geary then departed Hollywood to retire in the Netherlands. Amsterdam is a city of amazing qualities, he told Soaps in Depth. General Hospital spoilers include Danger Zone, New Valentine Beginnings, and Brother Against Brother. General Hospital spoilers and updates for the week of Monday, February 17th to Friday, February 21st included Danger Zone, Fresh Valentine Beginnings, and Brother Against Brother. The Danger Zone for Cyrus Renault's Target expands, Trina Robinson begins a new Valentine's Day, and Drew Quartermaine and Jason Morgan face off. Danger Zone, Max dismayed Monday, February 17th. Cyrus prepares to strike again, and he may have numerous targets. He has shot the gaze of death at several in Port Charles. The danger zone grows. Meanwhile, at the PCPD, Max Scorpio is dismayed and questions Anna Devane about Jason Morgan's interrogation. She advises that it is to keep him from killing Cyrus. Elizabeth Baldwin and Lucky Spencer provide an update on their efforts to discover the Digitalis killer. Now that Sonny Corinthos has returned to Port Charles, he and Carly Spencer debrief. She wants to know what is going on. Meanwhile, Willow Corinthos makes an unsettling discovery. New Valentine beginnings, romantic gestures. Tuesday, February 18th, Trina and Kai Taylor celebrate Valentine's Day together. Meanwhile, romantic gestures are being made around Port Charles, including one from Harrison Chase to Brooklyn Chase. In other news, Jack Brennan surprised Carly with a Valentine's Day bouquet, while Maxie Jones acts as a matchmaker. Anna continues to beg Jason not to pursue Cyrus, fearful that he will kill him despite the fact that she is now 99.99% certain that he is the Digitalis killer. Dante Falconeri and Lulu Spencer have an insightful talk on Wednesday, February 19th, as tension rises between two former friends. Drew and Curtis Ashford are more in each other's crosshairs, with Drew suspecting Curtis isn't the man he claims to be. Willow is caught off guard. Will she discover Drew and Nina Reeves were lovers, and not from Nina, or will things play out in a different way? Meanwhile, Chase will make a confession to whom and about what? Carly and Brennan will be interrupted, but will it be for vital WSB business or something else? Significant decisions, life-saving measures. Thursday, February 20th, Jason makes a significant decision, and Portia Robinson and Isaiah Gannon try to save a life, most likely in the hospital. Despite all of their precautions, it appears that Cyrus has struck again. Who is it this time, and did someone strike out at him? Laura Collins receives terrible news, which may or may not be related to this circumstance. Elsewhere, Brooke Lynn confronts her fears. Has something happened to Chase, or are they related to another situation? Meanwhile, Jordan Ashford strategizes, most likely over the Jen Sidwell problem. Brother against brother, damage control. Friday, February 21st, Jason and Drew square off undoubtedly about the Willow problem and the children's safety. Brennan is doing damage control elsewhere. Is this related to his and Carly's earlier interruption? Meanwhile, Anna tells Dante significant news. Is the Cyrus crisis over? Also, Sasha Corbin confesses. Meanwhile, Lulu is taken aback. Soap opera critics review hits and misses, top 10 moments of February 10th to 14th. The week's top hits and misses from all four soap operas, Days, YNR, GH, and BNB. Soap Hub examines the week of February 10-14's hits and misses on Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, The Bold and the Beautiful, and The Young and the Restless. Top 10 hits and misses. 10. Miss, avoiding Sharon at Crimson Lights. If characters like Phyllis and Summer come across Sharon outside of Crimson Lights, have at her. But don't go inside her place and unload on her. It's wrong on multiple levels. 9. Hit, Bella and Brady's chat. Martha Madison and Eric Martsolf demonstrated their excellent sibling connection as Brady teased Belle about sleeping with EJ. Belle didn't like her mother pouring the tea on Brady. It turned out to be a fun talk. 8. Miss, Martin defended Cyrus. When did Martin alter his mind about Cyrus? His decision to defend his sibling came unexpectedly. Sure, he's a lawyer who enjoys arguing, but his trust in his brother has never been strong. Is this a situation where Martin can say whatever he wants to his brother but no one else may? Martin's fierce support of Cyrus confused us. 7. Miss, Hope Logan, the voice of Forrester Creations. Carter and Brooke were not the ones who sought to liven up the fairly sad atmosphere of the jewelry line launch party. Hope did, and it was strange. She continues to promote Carter's leadership abilities, despite the fact that she is serving as the team's head coach. Has the power gotten to her head? 6. Danny and Rocco are in the mix. On any other show, we'd be fine with the teenagers being absent. On GH, we feel just the opposite. We'd like to see them more. So, this week, we enjoyed seeing Danny and Rocco in the mix. Rocco overheard Chase tell Dante that the police suspected Cyrus of Sam's killing. Rocco told Danny the news. Danny then dashed over to Charlie's in the style of Jason to confront the devil himself. Then Jason had to protect Danny at any costs. It was an excellent approach to get Danny and Rocco involved. 5. Miss, how has no one guessed that Rafe isn't Rafe? Granted, it's difficult to accept that your almost husband has been replaced with a doofus doppelganger. However, Rafe does not act in the same way as the real Rafe would. He's smoking in the precinct. The things pouring from his mouth do not reflect the man Jada has known. Is there anyone dealing with this version from around the time Arnold assumed Rafe's place? 4. Hit, Ridge finally arrives in Carter's office. It's unusual to witness Ridge and Eric act passively during the coup's aftermath. Sure, they're working with Justin to find a legal means to reclaim FC. But they are not passive people. They're proactive, like Steffi. So it was good to see Ridge finally arrive to Forrester to confront his best friend, Carter. 3. Miss Christina's retribution beliefs. We understand that Christina is still grieving the death of the baby she carried. But to promise to keep a mother away from her daughter in retaliation? It's a bad take. Everyone knows Ava has already lost a grown kid. So attempting to keep away her remaining daughter is cruel. And even Sunny disagrees with her. That is telling. 2. Hit, Audra is familiar with Holden. We particularly admire this development for Audra. We've enjoyed seeing her softer side and watching her character develop, but we're glad her edge has returned. And now she is holding a big secret from Nate. Frankly, that relationship was going too well. It should be tested. Holden is the exam. 1. Hit, Body and Soul is over. While a fascinating experiment, the show's move to Los Angeles is a good thing. As entertaining and meta as it was at times, it felt rather disconnected from the rest of the show's action. Honorable mentions YNR Miss Billy is targeting Victor, Adam, and Chancellor. We knew Billy was not going to give up his retribution. We knew. Hit, Brief Damian-Lily contact. Damian was about to leave Genoa City and return to Los Angeles when he ran into Lily. It was a brief yet interesting time. B&B Miss, the Forresters take full credit for the jewelry brand. Sure, Eric approved the jewelry collection. But Carter contacted Ivy unexpectedly, persuaded her to come in, and negotiated the arrangement with her. The jewelry line was his baby. The Forresters grudgingly agreed to it because it was an excellent idea. Carter should receive the benefits. Hit, Carter's guilt is getting to him. It appears that Steffi's plan for Daphne to seduce Carter was abandoned in favor of capitalizing on Carter's guilt and inherent decency. That's a lot better than wishing and praying Carter will cheat on Hope. Brooke is trying to do the same thing. And the new technique appears to be working. Hit, Kai gently shoving Cyrus out the door at Charlie's. I'm not sure why this classy moment pleased us so much. But it did. We didn't anticipate that from Kai. Let us pray that kicking Cyrus out does not come back to bite him in the you-know-what. Miss Nina did not inform Willow that she had slept with Drew. Nina was about to inform Willow, but her daughter distracted her with compliments. Nina did not want to disrupt their connection. We love Nina, but this was quite disappointing. Days missed, Alex cannot break up with Joy. Alex should have had the guts to end his relationship with Joy, especially after she revealed that she had witnessed him kiss Stephanie. Even so, he couldn't accomplish it. Come on, Alex! Hit, Xander and Philip live together. As tenuous as their ceasefire is, it's fun when Xander and Philip get along. Yes, there is a giant deception that will ruin all kindness and brotherhood. But the Kiriakis guys banding up to take on the Demiras is an aim we can support. Philip and Xander living together should bring lots of drama and comedy. Jason saved Sasha. Jason came after visiting Michael in Germany and refused to talk about fathering Sasha's child, so Tracy believed he was the father and warned the story was spreading. Felicia brought Sasha and Cody to the Port Charles Grill to talk things out, and she accepted his apologies, but when Jason arrived, Cody became enraged and demanded that he confirm Sasha's baby was his. Sasha flung her drink in Cody's face and stormed out, followed by Jason. To protect Michael, she urged him at the boathouse to claim her kid as his own. He accepted, but insisted on telling Danny about it. After talking with Elaine, Sasha was annoyed to hear she was a private investigator. And followed her into a park. Elaine told Martin she couldn't uncover any dirt on Michael but wanted to check what the Quartermaine chef had heard. Sasha released Elaine's dog, Mavis, so she could examine her suitcase while the PI went after her pet, only to be struck by a car. Sasha felt bad and offered to look for Mavis while Elaine healed from her injuries, and the PI confessed that she had been paid to investigate her. Sunny and Ava struck a deal. Rick complimented Liz on her first day back at work and invited her to join him for a walk in the park. They found Ava attempting to invite Avery back to view her new flat, which Christina refused to allow. Rick summoned Ava back to her apartment and cautioned her that such acts would jeopardize her custody petition. She shouted out at him, but her rage transformed into passion, and they had sex. Christina contacted Sunny to inform him that Ava attempted to kidnap Avery and that she would testify about it in court. On the journey home, Sunny received a call from the doctor informing him that he would not require a pacemaker, but rather surgery. Natalia encouraged him to settle custody with Ava to avoid the stress of a trial. Sunny informed Jason of the doctor's diagnosis and then proceeded to see Ava. After confirming with Liz that she would not testify about Ava's attempt to steal Avery, Rick went to reassure Ava and outline his plan of attack, but they were interrupted by Sunny, who wanted to broker a deal so they wouldn't have to put Avery through a lengthy legal battle. Ava consented to a 50-50 parenting split with Sunny for Avery's sake. Nina and Carly teamed up. Martin spoke with Willow and said that they needed to respond strongly to the divorce. Carly and Nina discussed how to keep Drew out of Willow's life and agreed to work together. Carly told Tracy to quit battling with Willow over child custody and leave Drew to her. Nina joined Martin and Willow and disagreed with their forceful approach, asking Willow to wait for Michael's return so they could work things out peacefully. But Martin told Willow that because she was the one who cheated, they were not on equal footing and needed dirt on Michael. As Willow and Nina talked about preserving secrets, Nina was about to confess her affair with Drew when Tracy interrupted. Alexis drew her away and cautioned her to quit bothering Drew and Willow, while Nina backtracked and avoided saying anything that might harm her daughter's opinion of her. Jocelyn and Jason were arrested. When Cyrus went by Bobby's, Jocelyn apologized for accusing him, but as he ran away, Colette provided Joss the address of a home Austin purchased after Cyrus was released from prison. Rocco regretted informing Danny about Cyrus, especially after Danny saw a social media post from Kai including Cyrus in the background and dashed straight to Charlie's pub. He confronted Cyrus about killing his mother, and when the villain denied it, Jason intervened, threatening to kill Cyrus if he touched his son again. Martin intended to file charges against Jason, but he didn't trust Anna to protect her friend. Chase discovered Jocelyn's visit while questioning Cyrus' landlord, and Anna apprehended her before she committed suicide. Anna spotted Dante at the station and warned him to leave before jeopardizing the case. Chase admitted that Danny knew about Cyrus because he informed Dante. After questioning Jason for threatening Cyrus' life, Anna detained him. Chase questioned Liz about the incident at the pub, but she refused to say anything to implicate Jason. Alexis paid Jason a visit in prison and told him that, while she wanted to kill Cyrus, he needed to let the police handle it since Danny would never be able to heal if his father did. Natalie is Sidwell's ex-wife. Curtis and Jordan were discussing the Esplanade at the cafe when Sidwell arrived and repeated his suggestion to take over Pier 55. Curtis warned Jordan that Sidwell was collaborating with Drew and attempting to take over Sunny's domain, so he was disappointed when she later told Jens she wanted to learn more about his plans. Brooklyn was unhappy that Maxie was covering for Lulu, who was late for work again, while Lucy introduced Jens to everyone at Deception. Given his experience with Lucky, things were heated with Lulu, so he excused himself, and Lucy grumbled that he should have helped them financially. Sidwell walked downstairs and contacted Natalia in the parking lot when it was revealed that they were previously married. In Port Charles, Trina encountered Kai in a park and he apologized for taking things out on her. She was concerned that she had diverted his attention, but he dismissed the notion as absurd. Trina took Kai to Charlie's pub to meet Emma, who invited him to join the Students Against Animal Cruelty organization. He accepted and invited Trina to join as well. Lucas and Maxie were enjoying a night out at the Brown Dog when they observed Carly and Jack at another table. Lucas advised Carly again not to be involved with someone like that, and Maxie told Jack she didn't want him to hurt Carly. Lucas returned to their table and agreed to let Maxie set him up on a date. Cody encountered Molly at the hospital and wanted to repent for being so nasty to her, but she fled, and he followed her to the roof, where she accepted his apologies only to discover that they were imprisoned up there. She claimed she was fleeing because she had exploited her position to obtain a copy of Sam's autopsy, but she had no idea what she would do with it. Cody removed his pants and dropped them down where Isaiah and Lucas were discussing Sidwell, allowing them to approach and rescue them. Lindsay Morgan, a GH alumna, is pregnant. And baby makes 3. Lindsay Morgan, a General Hospital alum, has announced that she is pregnant with her first child with husband Sean Sipos. "Looks like I'll be needing bigger pants," the actress joked in her Instagram post, which announced the joyous news. "Sean, I love you." In the video, Morgan uploaded an image of a baby onesie emblazoned with the words "plot twist," a shot of the sonogram, some shots of her expanding baby bulge, and footage of her breaking the happy news with her hubby in the car while Olivia Newton-John's "Hopelessly Devoted to You" plays in the background. So sweet! Morgan's role as Christina Davis on General Hospital in 2012-13 earned her a Daytime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Younger Actress. After leaving Daytime, she found success in primetime as Raven Reyes on The 100 and Nikki Ramirez on Walker. She also portrayed Rose in the films Beyond Skyline and Skylines. Morgan and Sipos met through mutual friends and began dating before announcing their engagement in December 2020. Sipos is also an actor, having appeared in shows including Melrose Place, Life Unexpected, The Vampire Diaries, Dark Matter, Krypton, and Outer Range. The pair married on September 21, 2023, following a 3-day wedding celebration in Austin, Texas. Please join us in congratulating the happy couple as they prepare to welcome their bundle of joy. There is no word yet on when the baby will be born or whether they will reveal the gender, so stay tuned to soapsindepth.com for more details. Blackie and Jackie finally meet after a 40-year reunion on General Hospital. General Hospital was most popular in the 1980s. There was Luke and Laura's wedding, which received unprecedented viewership on daytime television. Robert, Holly, Frisco, Felicia, and Anna were constantly up to something. In 1982, Blackie Parrish and Jackie Templeton walked into port chairs. After 40 years of starring on the iconic ABC serial, John and Demi reunited on the red carpet. They appeared to relish bumping into one another and probably reminiscing about how much they had changed over the intervening 4 decades. After their reunion on the red carpet, John Stamos turned to Instagram to praise about his old co-star from years ago. He stated, "Was beyond thrilled to present Best Actress at AAR Peace Movies for Grown-Ups to my friend, Demi Moore. It appears that they have maintained in touch over the years, but their General Hospital characters haven't shown much since their initial run." John went on to say, "Demi and I go back over 40 years to when we portrayed Blackie and Jackie on General Hospital. We had big hair, big dreams, and enough hairspray between us to single-handedly destroy the ozone layer." Demi received an award for her role in Substance, which John briefly explained before closing his message with, "If anything, Demi is proof that some things only get better with age, like fine wine, classic rock, and the number of abs she has." Will Blackie Parrish or Jackie Templeton return to Port Charles? John Stamos and Demi Moore began their careers in the 1980s, with General Hospital serving as a springboard to further opportunities. He went on to star in Full House, while she appeared in Ghost and other films after leaving the soap industry. Lucy Coe mentioned Blackie Parrish at a nurse's ball, although she stated that he was due to perform but was unable to go. The mention was a wonderful nod to General Hospital's prime. Jackie Templeton did, however, return to Port Charles, but with a different appearance. Actress Kim Delaney took on the role. It was revealed that she was Harrison Chase's father and had an affair with Finn while still married to his father Gregory. General Hospital news: is Alexander Nicholas Chavez returning? The arrivals and departures of General Hospital have many fans wondering if Alexander Nicholas Chavez will return to Port Charles. Fortunately, we have answers for you. General Hospital news: is Alexander Nicholas Chavez returning? As many of our fans are aware, Nicholas surprised General Hospital fans when he announced his departure from the program to explore other chances in the entertainment world. That's exactly what he did when he landed a starring part in a popular Netflix series. Nicholas featured as Lyle Menendez in Monsters, which not only became a smash movie but also made him a household figure. Of course, many people wondered if Alexander had any other projects in the works when Monsters wrapped up production. He created a little television series in 2024, but it did not get any traction. General Hospital news: what's next for ANC? However, it does not appear that this is the case, as the actor has not signed on to any additional projects. This has prompted fans to wonder, will he return to General Hospital? And if so, is he willing to return sooner rather than later? So far, Alexander Nicolas Chavez has made no comments on the situation, but if there's one thing we've learned about the daytime television industry, it's that the door is always open for many of our favorite stars to return. However, if Nicolas wanted to return to Port Charles, we believe the producers would make it happen. Not only that, but his fans would like to see him on the canvas again. We will keep you updated with all of the newest information as it becomes available. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.